Grant, this is not your average regular season game. These teams are fierce rivals.
Oh, yes, they are, B.A. I love playing in these type of games. I mean, the fans are extra loud. The players are fired up. This will be fun.
So let's take a look at the Los Angeles Lakers starting lineup. LeBron and Vanderbilt, your small and power forwards. Connect is out there with Luka Doncic. And it's Hayes in at the center position, locking down the middle. Here's Connect. Great look, but off the mark.
You got to move past that one. I mean, they'd want him to take that again.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Now here's Durant. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Booker. The shot off that time. Good D by Vanderbilt. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
I caught up with the head coach of the Suns. He spoke about LeBron James' ability to completely control the game. They want to set the pace for themselves and make LeBron and his guys play catch-up. Coach said we have to play our brand of basketball and not worry about who's on the other side. Play our game, set the pace, and we should be all right. Back to you, B.A.
Thank you for that, Allie. The Lakers have gone 1 for 3 so far. And how about LeBron? Even if he's no longer the clear-cut best player in the league, he can still take over a game, RJ.
Oh, make no mistake, he is still the best when he needs to be. Absolutely has a switch that gets flipped when he needs it. It's not on for 48 minutes, but he can definitely turn it on for a few.
For 3, O'Neal drains the triple.
Smart dish by Durant, giving it away to a guy with a quality look.
Doncic on the wing, defended by Dunn. Screen by James. Pass to Hayes. Shot clock at 6. The shot's good on the assist by James.
3-point field goal.
Hayes has got 5 now. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Booker for 3. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers have gone 3 of 5 here in the opening quarter. Connects from downtown.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
Connect's gone 1 for 2 from deep. Booker against James. Here's Dunn. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
First personal foul.
Well, the last few years, Richard, the Suns have had some all-time greats. But this is Devin Booker's team.
No doubt, drafted in 2015. Book's been here his entire career. His first few seasons, the team was, let's just say they were rebuilding, but Devin stayed loyal and enjoyed some stellar seasons since then.
Now here's Hayes. He's got 5. Doncic, a screen on Durant. Kicks it to Doncic. Launches a 3. Kept alive. Pass to Hayes.
And yeah, he still was moving at the point of contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
For 3, James nails it from 3. He's got 5.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
Outside Durant. A minute 53 left to play in the first. That one drops for him.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. Just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Now here's Doncic. Still no points. And here's Connect outside. Rebounded by Dunn. Suns trail by 6. Pass to Durant. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. And that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Showing the grit. KD is no stranger to physical defense.
The 3 ball. And it's Doncic missing. And here are the Suns. O'Neal passes to Booker. Back to O'Neal. Durant against James. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That'll be a second foul of the game.
Third team foul.
50 seconds left to play in the first. Booker, the pass to O'Neal. 6 on the shot clock. And Booker with the jam.
That's just too easy for D-Book. You can't give him an opening like that.
Right wing. Back to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Assisted.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Booker surveying the floor. Down low. Durant finds Booker. And that comes off the assist by Durant. Booker's got 5 now.
That's the kind of shot this offensive scheme is meant to produce.
They set a pick. Doncic passes to Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
Right side Booker. No good. Would have counted had it gone. And a high-scoring first quarter. Both teams really filling it up. And if you're just joining us, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And a look now at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Los Angeles.
They've really been dialed in from deep. This is a team that has a ton of confidence in their outside shooting ability.
Another thing they're doing well early on is passing the ball, spreading it around the floor and feeding guys who are well set up to score.
And so in the game for the Lakers, they've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Alex Len is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Goodwin in at the shooting guard position. Allen outside. And it's Allen who slams it home.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
And you can feel the jolt of energy that he sent through his team. That is a huge boost in a tight game like this.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, Brian, a lot of teams are staying clear of that dreaded second apron of the luxury tax, but the Suns, they blew right past it, adding Bradley Beal to create a star trio. Kevin Durant said, quote, "That's what you're supposed to do. It's about swinging for the fences every year." They're looking to go the distance.
Every year, you're right. Talent is there, Allie.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Grayson Allen's shooting gets a lot of attention, Richard, but his efficiency is also impressive.
No, it's his shooting and efficiency that causes problems for defenses. When he's on the floor, there will be much more space for everyone else to work.
And there it is for him. The Suns trailing. Pass to Plumlee. Allen outside. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Suns will retain possession. Beal finds Bull. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Goodwin. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
And far from the best shot, but all that matters is the end result. Somehow he sinks it.
Outside Bull. And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Can't get a second shot to fall. Now 1 of 2. Here's Goodwin. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. And here comes the coach's challenge. He disagrees with the foul. He does not hesitate to ask for a second look. It's a pretty heated game. Every call matters.
The play will be reviewed under NBA rules. 2 minutes are allowed to review the play.
The NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. So they see clear evidence of a bad call, and they're going to overturn it. Probably the right decision.
And give credit to the officials for recognizing the mistake and correcting it. Nobody likes to say they got it wrong, but they fixed it in a hurry.
Now here's Allen. He's got 5. Back to Plumlee. Pass to Bowl. Clock at 6. From deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Grant, how about that in-season tournament win for the Lakers in 2024?
Yeah, honestly, it just makes sense that the first of those trophies would land with a historic franchise like the Lakers.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
Here's Beal. Now Martin. Here's Bowl. And the Suns miss again. In transition. Here's Reeves. Pass to Lynn. Back to Reeves. Here's Kleba. Good on the bucket. And now it's an 8-point Laker lead.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Beal, the pass to Bowl. Can they get it? And the three-pointer goes. Bowl's got 5 points.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Pass to Reeves. The rebound by Allen.
They say it's a make-or-miss league, and there's sometimes that you miss.
Outside Bowl. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy. Bowl's got 7 points for the quarter.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Pass to Lynn. Here's Goodwin. Let's go with a 3. Here's Reeves. And he banks in the layup. Reeves has got his first points of the game.
Hard work pays off with a rebound and a bucket. That's just great fundamentals.
Here's Plumlee. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
Out left to the wing. Kleba, screen on Beal. Pass to Goodwin. There's the 3. And the officials call goaltending, so they'll award the basket.
He almost blocked that shot in time, just a nanosecond late.
And Beal puts up a deep 3. And so that's the end of the first half. Lakers ahead. They lead by 6. And time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during halftime. Boy, you look at Jackson Hayes. He's been playing really well.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
I like how they came into this one with a game plan, and they're just going out and executing it. Terrific job.
Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker. Then it's Royce O'Neal. And it's Dunn in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. You know, Booker gets a lot of praise for his scoring. But how about his skill as a passer, Richard?
Oh, he's a good decision maker, B.A. He's able to read defenses and dissect them with his passing. He's shown he can be a traditional, quote-unquote, point guard.
5 to shoot. Here's Connect. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. Connect's got 5.
Known as a jump shooter, Connect is improving around the basket.
James against Booker. To the paint. Dunn, the pass to Durant. Outside O'Neal. And there's a whistle. That's going to go on Jared Vanderbilt. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
First team foul.
Durant against Vanderbilt. Booker with a screen on Vanderbilt. 6 to shoot. Durant's shot is off.
Just enough resistance to force the miss. Barely. That's one he'll generally make.
And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Ever since Phoenix changed ownership, they've been all in on winning now, Richard.
They've traded a lot of picks away and young talent to assemble a team of superstars. Some of the best shooters in the history of this league. And they were willing to go deep into the luxury tax to sustain it.
Now here's Durant. Dunn outside. And that one is hammered home.
I love this guy. Even when they're trailing, he works hard to put on a show.
Hey, that might be just what they need right now. Here's Connect. He's got 5. Doncic outside. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on O'Neal.
And Doncic is a walking triple-double threat. His versatility and confidence is really special.
And so it's Booker with it. He brings it up for Phoenix. They trail by 7. Durant with a screen on James. Oh, a tape measure basket from Booker.
Oh, the ever-expanding range of Devin Booker, making you pick him up pretty much at half court.
Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And it's Doncic missing.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Outside Durant. Lets it go from deep. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Vanderbilt's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's James. LeBron fires one down.
Yeah, just too much big boy basketball by LeBron James, just bodying defenders inside.
Booker. Outside O'Neal.
2 minutes remaining on the third. 2 minutes.
Durant looking around. Oh, yes, the turnaround. Durant's got 6 points.
This is how smart Durant is, able to break defenses apart in screen rolls like it's nothing.
Here's Connect. Booker defending. Doncic passes to James. Doncic, a screen on Durant. He shoots. Rebounded by Dunn.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Pass to Richards. Back to Booker. Oh, deflected. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
And the Suns going with a whole new group out there. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Bull. It's wide right, hits off the rim. Los Angeles leading by 4. Here's Goodwin. Count the basket. 10 points for him.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Phoenix has gone 2 of 3 from outside so far in the third quarter. Bull finds Allen. Back to Bull. The 3 is up. Len pulls it in. For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 5 from the field in this third quarter. Here's Finney Smith. And down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
Oh, nice one-handed jam there, B.A.
Hey, little exclamation point. You know, over Bradley Beal's career, he succeeded in a few different roles, RJ.
Yeah, he played with the ball-dominant guy. Then he became the sole star on his team. And now he's playing with multiple stars. Evolution is a part of success, and Bradley Beal is doing it.
Now here's Finney Smith. Give him 8. 23 seconds left in the third. To the middle. Slam dunk by Plumlee.
His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, B.A.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team. Finney Smith passes to Goodwin. Finney Smith, a screen. Shoots from 14. Misses off the left iron. Shots continuing to fall as we conclude the third. Both teams putting up some points. All right, let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And I'll tell you what, this was a no-brainer tonight. Take a look at the precision on this feed. Couldn't place it any better.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
We've reached the fourth quarter in what has been a very competitive game. Should be an exciting finish. On the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. Maxi Kleber out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Alex Len. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the two-guard spot. Here's Reeves following the score by Phoenix. 4-3. That shot, no good.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
Bol finds Allen. Boy, that foul looked intentional. Not exactly what you'd expect here.
Yeah, I know. It just doesn't make sense given the situation. You don't want to stop the clock right there. I'm not quite sure what he was thinking.
Here's Bol. It's Martin on the wing. To tie it up. The shot is good, and this game is back to even.
And what a comeback. Do they have enough left to maintain this energy and get the win?
They've played with a lot of heart to get back in this, and now they've got the other side on their heels with the game winding down.
And here's Reeves outside. Bol grabs the board.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Allen on the wing. Back to Bol to take the lead. And he takes it up and lays it in. And the Suns lead by 2.
And you want him taking good shots at this point in the game. And that one was easy.
Yeah, it's clear why they go to him in these moments. They know he's going to deliver for them.
Now here's Reeves. Outside Finney-Smith. Here's Len. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles. And it's Beal with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong. No baskets allowed. Allen can't get it to go.
Ooh, that's a tough break. After poor communication defensively, it leaves him all by himself.
The Suns have gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. And the basket by Beal.
I like the balance of that shot. Beal nailing a pull-up. Those are not easy.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. He clearly wants to talk it over and make sure everyone is focused. And it's a completely new group for the Suns. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes is checked in for Len. Vanderbilt comes in for Kleber. LeBron, he's checked in for Finney-Smith. And Doncic has subbed in for Goodwin. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I was able to listen in on what J.J. Redick was going over with his team. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
And Allie, thanks. So it's Los Angeles now. After the basket by Phoenix on the other end. Vanderbilt to pass to Reeves. From the arc. Gets the three to fall.
And that's a clutch shot by a big-time shooter. And where's the D?
Screen by Durant. Outside Booker. Pass to Richards. And stolen by Hayes. It's an even 3-on-3 break. The three, James. And Los Angeles, another three.
I-C-E, ice. He has absolute ice in his veins. This guy, he lives for these moments.
Connects from downtown.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
Here's Reeves outside. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 3 assists in the game.
Oh, what confidence to take this kind of shot. On the road, late game scenario, what a sequence.
Here's O'Neal, outside for Booker. Richards, the pass to Dunn. And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game. A minute 15 left in the fourth quarter. And it's O'Neal off the drive. Here's Booker. Ooh, against inside resistance. Booker still good.
Okay, when you absolutely, positively need a bucket, Booker's your guy.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Hayes. Now here's Doncic. Yeah!
And great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
Now here's Durant. And he sinks it.
Oh, what a clutch performer. It's clear that Durant loves the spotlight and embraces that chance to take those huge shots.
Here's Vanderbilt. Kicks it to Doncic. Reeves with the ball. He's against O'Neal. 4 on the clock. The Lakers got to get one up. Late clock. Hayes. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. 15 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Left side, Booker. And now we've got an intentional foul.
I can't believe that took so long. They needed to foul much sooner.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
The last make was huge. Now, realistically, the worst-case scenario for them is OT.
And we've got a timeout called by J.J. Redick. Critical moment here. He's not taking any chances. All right, thoughts on what coach is going to do here?
So hard to get a clean look from distance in this situation because everybody knows that's the shot they need. So the defense is smothering the perimeter with everyone they have.
So
coming right up. The Suns. 2K Sports brings you the end. We know that. These teams among the best defensive squads in the NBA. This figures to be a low-scoring affair.
But it should be an entertaining one, Kevin. And if you're a fan of high-intensity, high-energy defense, there's a lot to love about this matchup.
Here's the starting group for Houston. Thompson is out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Jalen Green. Then there's Whitmore. And it's Şengün in at the 5 spot. And the foul on Tari Eason. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, you know, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Thompson against Booker. Pass to Richards. KD with it. 6 to shoot. Plenty of room to knock down the shot.
Yeah, the whole floor is open for Kevin Durant offensively. Mid-range is his sweet spot, folks.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Well, I briefly spoke with Mike Budenholzer. I asked him how they plan on bottling up Jalen Green. Now, he said we have to try and stay in front of him and protect the rim. Jalen is an explosive athlete and an incredibly crafty finisher around the basket, so keeping him out of the paint won't be easy. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, David. Here's Green, following the score by Phoenix. To the middle, here's Eason. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Sinks the triple.
Devin Booker, not a guy who's going to just hunt out his own shot. If you're open, he'll find you.
And Doris, when you take a look at someone like Royce O'Neal, what do you see?
I mean, so many things, Kevin. There's great intangibles with this young man. Hard worker, incredibly smart defensively, versatile defensively, and he's so often matched up against the opponent's best scorer and relishes it. I love that.
And here's Booker following Jalen Green's 3. The shot by KD. No good.
And it didn't fall, but that's the kind of shot they want their offense to create.
You know, it can be frustrating when you make the right play and fail to reap the rewards. You just have to stay with it here.
Whitmore with it, defended by Booker. And it's Whitmore missing. Jacks up a 3. No good from Durant.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Eason's shot is good.
Well, what a terrific possession. Attack in the painted area.
Pass to O'Neal. Puts up a deep 3. Eason grabs the board.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that deep.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Durant with a screen on Thompson. A nice shot by Booker.
Yeah, such a versatile scorer. Devin Booker, the 3 levels. You want to give him the midi, he'll take it.
And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Green against Booker. Takes a 3. Another shot. Şengün passes to Eason. There's the 3. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker dishes to KD. To the paint. Here's Dunn. The layup off target.
Boy, he did everything right till he got to the rim. He needs to finish that.
Pass to Eason. Here's Şengün. Fires from deep. Traps in the tray.
Listen, this guy is not the most dangerous threat from there, but you have got to honor the shooting a little bit.
Durant kicks to O'Neal. Booker outside. Outside for Durant. Over Eason. KD with the bucket.
But just the silky smoothness of the release of Kevin Durant. What a treat to watch.
And here's Green outside. And another three for Houston.
This guy, a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Durant with a screen on Thompson. O'Neal on the wing. Back to Booker. Durant in the corner. Dunn sets a screen for KD.
Oh, that's an old-fashioned rim wrap.
Just a remarkable jam. These fans' jaws are on the ground right now. Here's Green, and it's Green slamming it down.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And there's... And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how the Rockets are doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just stretching out the floor that first. They had the defense scrambling.
And that was obviously the plan coming in. Now the big question, can they maintain that efficiency from range as the game goes along?
And so in the game for the Rockets, the front court is Tate and Smith. Dylan Brooks out there with Shepard. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. For 3, Smith. And Ball sends it back.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Allen outside. Pass to Martin. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by Adams. Rockets leading by 3. GA, if you look back at the Rockets' history, so many all-time greats have spent time there.
Yeah, it's an impressive list, right? Olajuwon, Moses Malone, Calvin Murphy, and Harden. Houston's well represented in the Hall of Fame.
Beal finds Allen. Here's Bull. Those 3-pointers off the mark. Rockets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Just about a minute and a half has gone by here in the second. Smith the pass to Adams. Plumlee with the steal. Launches it. There's Allen. That's good on the assist from Beal. Allen's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Shepard with the ball. Adams with the screen on Beal. And it's Shepard missing. Suns trail by 3. Bull with it. Picked up by Shepard. And Plumlee kicks to Martin. Back to Plumlee. Now, here's Bull. He's tightly guarded. Just 4 to shoot. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And the touch Bull has is impressive. You can tell he has a lot of confidence in that shot.
Shepard, the pass to Smith. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. For Phoenix, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6.
Hard to fathom, but he is really fluid in terms of getting up and down the floor. Bull making himself a capable threat all over the floor.
Suns moving the ball around. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, Rockets trail. And here we go with Adams running it up the court. Offensive rebound out to Smith. Launches a 3. Smith missing again.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Kicks it out to Allen. Shoots the three. Drills the three-pointer. And it's a 4-point Suns lead. Greg, you know this. Good coaches give their players confidence. But what's the balance there between affirmation and accountability?
Well, when you believe in a player, that also comes with expectations. So a coach has to boost them up and also demand that they deliver.
Beal against Smith, and Beal kicks the ball. Over Smith. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Bulls got 6 here in this quarter. Shepard, the pass to Smith. And it's Smith again missing. And it's the Suns' ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Plumlee into the lane. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Steven Adams picks one up. The Suns shooting their first free throws of this one.
And they shot 81% from the line last season as a team. So you really can't find fault with what they're able to do there.
Rockets trail by 5. We've got 33 seconds left to play in the first half. Here's Shepard. And Adams with the slam.
Well, simply stated, Steven Adams is a force to be reckoned with rebounding the basketball.
Ball kicks to Martin. Allen outside. Drills it from outside. Allen's got the lead up to 6 now for Phoenix.
Man, he is feeling it from three-point range. All of a sudden, he just can't miss.
A pull-up. And off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Allen's got 11 points.
And that's the kind of play you just do not want to give up defensively. You lose the possession and give up a quick...
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
Fans, please direct your attention to center court and get ready for the fan half-court shot. Drums. They're thinking about the shot.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Phoenix leading by 8. Durant is out there with Dunn. Then it's Nick Richards. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's O'Neal in at the 2 spot. She's out there for Phoenix.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
You know, you talk about a foundational piece. To start his career, Devin Booker toiled through, what, Doris, a half a decade of losing in Phoenix.
It was all of that, Kevin, but what I admired most is through all of that losing, he never stopped working. And the losing never stopped bothering him. He never got comfortable with it. Now, all of a sudden, other players see his talent. They want to join him, and it's a much more competitive basketball team. Boy, no hesitation right there. You see Kevin Durant assertive on the offensive end.
Green goes to the reverse layup and taps it in. 10 points for him.
Man, he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
And Booker kicks to KD. Dunn outside. Back to Durant. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Durant's got 6 in the quarter.
Kevin Durant just lighting up the stat sheet right now. He's in a rhythm, and that's trouble.
Green passes to Easton. There's the triple. Cranes it from beyond the arc. Easton's got 10 points in the game.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
And out of bounds as the Rockets gain possession. Rockets trail by 12. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you. Kevin Durant is the human cheat code. Bradley Beal says of his new teammate, he's 7 feet tall, he can shoot the ball, he can do everything. It's a little unfair. I get a bit jealous sometimes. I wish I was 7 feet, but nothing he does really surprises me. When he's in attack mode and locked in, there's nothing you can do. Kevin?
Not a single darn thing. You're so right. David, thanks. The Rockets shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line, and he sinks the second. Last one's off, and they'll settle for 2 points. And so Booker will bring it up for the Suns. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Here's Whitmore. Guarded by O'Neal. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Ball's knocked loose and stolen by Booker. And there's another turnover by the Suns. Here's Green. 10 points for him. Pass to Eason. Şengün with the screen for Eason. And the dunk by Eason.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
And Booker gets to Durant. Richards with it. Şengün's there. Over Eason. That's tipped, and they recover it. 4 on the shot clock. In close, Durant gets the bucket.
And with that basket, he's able to end a 10-0 run by Houston.
Thompson, a screen on O'Neal. To the inside. And Thompson throws it down.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
Durant against Eason. And it's blocked. We've got 1:13 left to play in the third. Pass to Whitmore. Nailed from three-point land. And now just a 2-point Suns lead. Eason against KD. Over Eason. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall.
And this is a shot he can definitely make, and the defense not a factor at all.
Thompson passes to Şengün for the lead. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Şengün. And it's 8 points from Amen Thompson. From outside the arc. And again, it's the Rockets from deep.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Amen will blow right by you. And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
On the wing, Green. No good from outside. Suns trail by 4.
They can close out the quarter if they want to.
It's all about patience right here. Patience and execution. Get a good look.
There's 14 seconds left here in the third quarter. It's Beal on the wing. It's Martin on the wing. Back to Beal. Allen for 3. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the fourth quarter. Rockets lead by 4. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard with the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. So on the floor for Houston, the front court is Tate and Smith. Shepard out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Adams in at the 5 down low. They get it again. Pass to Bull. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Beal. Over Smith. Beal finds Bull. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Shepard. He's covered by Beal. And finished off by Shepard.
And Shepard is a solid decision maker. If there's an opening, he's going to take it.
Bull dishes to Martin. Back to Bull. Allen outside. Goes back up. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Rockets.
I mean, they've been stepping it up in terms of their shooting from distance, and the confidence has been there all game long, leaving the defense to scramble.
Also, I just love how hard they've taken the ball to the rack. They've made a point of attacking, and it's led to them getting buckets.
Here's Shepard. And it's off from three-point range. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
First and foremost, Bradley Beal is a scorer. He's always working the angles, trying to find his next opening to attack, and it rarely takes him long.
Pass to Allen. Plumlee sets the pick for Allen. Fires for 3. It falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Confident and composed on the three-point shot at a critical juncture.
Lets the 3 fly. And it's Shepard missing.
All the time in the world to get that one off.
Now Bull. Back to Beal. Bull setting the pick for Beal. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And the Suns lead by 4. Smith on the wing. Bull covering. And Bull sends it back. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor. Houston making some changes. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. The Rockets will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
Şengün with a wide open look. Good. Great play by Green to set it up.
The whole selfless play right there from Green. He's all about getting it to the open man.
Good.
Kevin Durant calmly steps into that shot with the game hanging in the balance. Love it.
Green deciding where to go with it. Eason, a screen on Booker. Green drives in. 5 on the clock. And Durant sends it back.
It's pretty hard to shoot over a 9-foot standing reach. KD send it back.
And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green. KD against Eason. Over Eason. And it's Durant missing. Gets trailed by 3. And a wide open look for Whitmore. No good on the 3.
They came close there to tying it up.
Oh, he had it in his sights. He wanted it. That bucket would have been huge.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
It's still close, though. These teams have been neck and neck. Let's see the response here.
Dunn kicks to Booker. Shot clock at 6. Whoa! Booker playing big inside.
Oh, my goodness. Booker's confidence is off the charts. He's money in the bank.
Green against Booker. Green passes to Şengün. To tie it up. It's hauled in by Dunn. And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
Yeah, smart move.
Durant sets a screen for Booker. O'Neal up top. Pass to KD. Over Eason. And it's Durant missing.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from three.
There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Şengün with a screen on Booker. And here is Şengün. Oh, he had a chance there to send it to overtime, but David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks.
on. Venom.
It's the NBA on Better Be. On your game. Tonight, Clark, these teams like to go, go, go.
Exciting for us and the fans, BA, but exhausting for the defenses. I mean, it should be a high-scoring affair, up-tempo, windshield wiper quality. Expect a lot of substitutions to keep things fresh.
So the Houston starting five. We've got Green, Alperen Şengün out there with Tari Eason. Then there's Whitmore, and it's Thompson in at the small forward position. 4 on the clock. Here's Green, and it's hammered home by Green.
Green, because of his creativity and athleticism, carving up the defense with ease.
The ball's knocked loose. Has to connect. Doncic outside. Now here's Hayes. The three. And there's James on the assist by Hayes.
Not the guy you want to give three-point opportunities to. LeBron doesn't hesitate to take these shots and knock them down.
Here's Green. Cash money on the open jump shot. Green's gotten his second bucket of the game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
The NBA becoming more and more global, Clark. Şengün, a perfect example of that.
Yeah, Alperen Şengün out of Turkey. Right now on the fast track to being the best player to ever come out of his homeland. So still very young, but boy, his future is quite bright.
They grab their own miss and book it for Vanderbilt.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now here's Green. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. To the inside, lets it fly. And it's going to be a 3-second call. For Los Angeles, they've gone just 2 for 4 from the floor. Doncic passes to James. Here's Connect. Green covering. Fires the 3. They get it back. James. Pass to Connect. Launches it. Sinks it from distance.
And just unreal from outside with deep range. Connect is just knocked down.
Here's Whitmore. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
He expects to make every one of those, and we expect him to make them too.
Here's Doncic. Thompson with a steal. Back comes Houston in transition. It's Eason with the jam.
Already an intelligent playmaker, Thompson moves the ball well for a rookie.
Here's Connect, defended by Thompson. From deep, here's Doncic. And Los Angeles, another 3. Already 5 lead changes here.
Speaks to how evenly matched these teams have been thus far.
And Grant, you look at the Rockets' additions over the last year or two. There's an emphasis on toughness.
Yeah, toughness, both physical and mental. Those are the kinds of veterans they've brought in. And that extends, of course, to the coaching staff, too.
In 2024, Luka Doncic recorded 6 consecutive 30-point triple-double games.
That's right, B.A. The first time anyone has done it in NBA history. So if you didn't already believe in Luka magic, well, there's some proof that the magic is real.
Watch out now when Doncic is dialed in from deep. because he's unguardable.
And here's Green from the arc. Doncic grabs the miss. The Lakers lead by 6. Green with the ball. Picked up by James. To stop the run. And it's hammered home by Green.
A gifted athlete with an explosive first step. Green is at his best when he attacks off the dribble.
Doncic finds Hayes. James outside. They set the pick. Pass to connect. Oh, a nice one-handed slam right there.
Well, scouts were buzzing about Connect's ability to attack the rim with a ton of ferocity. Now we see it in person.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the Lakers. 6-point lead. And here's Green from the arc. It's Hayes with the rebound. Los Angeles has gone 4 of 7 from three-point range here in the first. Pass to Doncic. Beyond the arc. And doesn't connect. That miss makes him 2 for 5. Fast break. Here come the Rockets. And he goes in for the dunk.
An impressive athlete. This rookie Whitmore loves getting inside and hammering it home.
James up top. Up top, Vanderbilt. Doncic on the wing. Good work defensively by Whitmore.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lane.
Offense is coming free and easy as and for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Lakers.
But we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
They've also displayed a real unselfishness as a team, moving the basketball well, sharing the rock, and giving everybody a chance to participate in the offense.
They've got Alex Lynn. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Goodwin in at the 2 spot. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter.
Well, Shepard can really spin it from distance, and he doesn't need a lot of room to launch it.
Here's Goodwin. Tried to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. The Rockets trail. Here's Shepard. Pass to Smith. Oh, they get a hand on it. To the right side. Here's Goodwin. Outside, Finney-Smith. Out to Hachimura. Back to Finney-Smith. Clock at 6. Hachimura with a screen on tape. Finney-Smith. He can't hit that time. Good work defensively by Brooks. Back to Smith. On the wing, Brooks. Picked by Smith. Lets the 3 fly. And it's Brooks missing. The Lakers have got none of their first 3 shots to fall so far in the second. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020, Clark.
Yeah, it really has, BA, and I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster turnover. And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it with your executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
And there's the call on Dylan Brooks. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Hachimura against Smith. Hachimura, the pass to Finney-Smith. Just 4 to shoot. Shoots over Tate. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
Well, you know, you'd like to see a little more effort there defensively, but maybe they wanted him to take that shot, baited him into it.
And it's Brooks missing. Los Angeles has gotten 5 of 11 threes to drop so far in this game. Reeves, the pass to Goodwin. Adams against Reeves. Pass to Goodwin. Now here's Reeves. Tight defense on him. It's hauled in by Houston. A minute 53 left in the second period. Here's Tate. Back to Smith. Picked by Tate. Three-pointer. Smith, that one's good. Smith's gotten himself on the board with a 3 there.
And Smith has such confidence rising up from deep. This is what's going to make him so dangerous here in the pros.
And there's the call on Dillon Brooks. That's foul number 2 for him. 1:33 left in the first half. Clark, one topic that gets its share of attention, illegal screens.
And with good reason, because guys are bigger, stronger, a lot of pick and roll action. So you've got to be more diligent in cracking down on those screens that are illegal. The game is extremely fluid. Guys are in constant motion. But I think it's a hard call to make consistently, but the officials have to keep working at it.
They get it again. Outside Tate. Three-pointer. Not going to go that time. Los Angeles has gotten 6 of 13 shots to go from outside the arc. Hachimura finds Reeves. The 3. Brooks with the rebound. Houston has gone 3 for 7 from the perimeter during the second quarter. Fires in the triple.
Trading the lead back and forth. Neither side is willing to back down.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Goodwin. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Buries it from 3. And the Lakers lead by 1.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Picked by Smith. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Just 5 to shoot. Off target from 3-point range. Hachimura in the post. Banked it in off the glass. Now it's a 3-point Laker lead.
He does not lack for confidence, and he shouldn't. I mean, this guy's a dangerous scorer.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there.
Boy, that was a great dunk, and we've got a great game here.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Lakers ahead. They lead by 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been a fairly even one. Here's Doncic. You know, Grant, after losing in the first round last season, it felt like changes were inevitable for the Lakers.
Yeah, making the playoffs isn't enough for that franchise. They are all about championship success, and anything short of that is a failure.
Kicking off the second half, here's Ime Udoka's 5. Tari Eason is out there with Amin Thompson. Then there's Alperon Şengün. Then it's Cam Whitmore. And it's Green in at point guard. Lets it fly. Vanderbilt. And Vanderbilt slams it in.
And once he gets to the rim, it's fairly automatic.
Nothing fancy right there. Just takes his 2 points, moves on.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
He's the last guy you want to leave alone on the perimeter.
Out to James. They set the screen. Pass to Connect. Fires from deep. Hits a 3-pointer. Connect's got 9.
Yeah, locked and loaded. Connect, ready to launch.
Rockets trail by 3. On the wing, Green. Check by James. Outside Whitmore. Over connect. And it's Whitmore missing. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 shooting from the perimeter since halftime. Ooh, LeBron with the slam.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Green for 3. And Houston another 3.
He made the most of that opening, teaching the defense a lesson.
Here's Connect, defended by Thompson. Vanderbilt, a screen on Green. Doncic feeling it out a bit, shakes him. They get it back. Vanderbilt, a pass to Hayes. And the call will be against Alperen Sengun. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
James against Eason. Lets it go from deep. James can't get it to go.
Surprising to see him miss here, but they'll be happy with that shot in most possessions.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think it's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing, how he's impacted the game and uplifted people across the country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice. He's obviously a shrewd and successful businessman, and he's been a vocal leader who also leads by example. He's actually epitomizing the change he'd like to see in other folks and inspiring along the way.
Vanderbilt, a screen on Green. And here's Connect outside. Drills it from deep. Connect's got 12 points.
It's pretty easy to see that Connect was ready to make an impact in the NBA right away.
Outside Eason. 3 minutes gone now in the third quarter.
2 minutes.
Lets the 3 fly. It's Hayes with the rebound. The Lakers lead by 5. And there's James from the arc. And the Lakers hit again from deep.
That signature pull-up, not many do it like James does.
It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Lakers going with a whole new group out there.
First team foul.
And Houston has possession. Adams with a screen on Reeves. Brooks from outside. And another miss by Houston. Now Los Angeles with it. They're on an 11-3 run. Second half here, and we're just over 3.5 minutes into it. From deep, Reeves. It's hauled in by Houston. Adams has got his 4th rebound in this one. For 3, Smith. Rebound, the Lakers.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Here's Goodwin. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Rockets trail by 8. Smith passes to Brooks. And here's Adams. Brooks outside. Smith outside. 3-pointer. And the foul on Steven Adams. That's his first foul. And there's Smith. That one's good. On the assist by Brooks. The Lakers lead by 5. There's a screen. Here's Reeves. Outside Finney-Smith. From the arc. Shot is good by Goodwin. Goodwin's got 6.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Here's Brooks. Yep, that one goes.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Hachimura against Smith. Here's Shepard. Jacks up a 3. They grab their own miss.
You've got to be aware of him at all times. He's a bully on the backboards.
Here's Finney-Smith. And that does it for the third quarter. Both teams clicking offensively as we approach the 4th. 3 tense quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. Here's Shepard. They've got Dorian Finney-Smith. Rui Hachimura is out there with Alex Lynn. Then it's Austin Reeves, and it's Goodwin in at the 2. That's the Laker 5.
A surprising athlete. Shepard's just 6'3", but he can get up there and stuff it.
Pass to Goodwin. Takes a 3. Tate grabs the board. The Rockets trail. Adams, the pass to Smith. Adams with a screen on Hachimura. It's tipped! And so it looks like it'll be Houston's ball.
Houston ball.
And here's Shepard for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Shepard.
Great read to get a hand in there and disrupt the play.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
And it's a completely new group for the Lakers. Hayes finds James. Back to Hayes. Hayes with a screen on Thompson. Clock at 4. Hayes, shot's good. Hayes has got his first basket.
Drawing the defense nicely that time. Doncic with the perfectly timed pass.
Eason, a screen on James. James against Green. Over Vanderbilt. Here's Eason. It's Eason with the jam.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush.
Boy, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
Good setup. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup. And the Lakers lead by 4. And so it's Green who brings up the ball for the Rockets. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th now. Şengün, a screen on James. They get it back. Pass to Eason. Outside Whitmore. Late clock. Houston's got to hurry. It's stolen by James. From deep, here's Doncic. Nails it from beyond the arc.
We usually see Doncic operating in the middle of the floor, not in the corner, but he's a gifted scorer wherever he happens to shoot it from.
Pass to Whitmore. Fade away. Vanderbilt pulls it in. Vanderbilt's got 4 rebounds in the game. James passes to Doncic. James with the ball. Now Thompson defending. Outside Vanderbilt. Here's James. Five on the clock. Physical play by LeBron inside.
Fighting through contact. Not easy trying to corral LeBron when he's focused on scoring. Good luck with that.
That's unreal. I mean, Thompson, that boy's going to hit his head on the rim one day.
And there's the call on Jalen Green. That's his first foul of the game. Finney-Smith's checked in for Vanderbilt. 1:51 left to play in the 4th quarter. Doncic, a screen on Green. And here's Connect outside. And count it. Now 5 for 7.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The offensive rebound. He's off on that one. No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
It's scooped up. Kicks it to Doncic. Over Thompson. Oh, a great move from Luka Doncic. And it's a 12-point Laker lead.
Doncic has a really nice feel for the court and the game. Able to control the tempo because of it. You know, pretty much anybody can hit that shot when they're that wide open. I mean, terrible defense.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Lakers?
Well, you know, throughout this game, they've shot the ball extremely well from downtown. Their shooters are getting open and letting it fly.
One other thing they've done very well has been scoring inside, just pounding and grinding down there.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And there's the rejection.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Lakers.
And it was dueling three-pointers all night. A battle they won.
Both teams had the same plan. Win the game on the perimeter. So fun to watch.
And what a huge performance it was for Dalton Connect.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
Back to Finney-Smith. Fires it. Doncic, no good. And here's Houston. It's a 13-point game. And it's Whitmore missing. And it's a Lakers ball. They're on an 18-7 run. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul of the game. We're in the bonus now. And they'll go to the line. That free throw, no good.
For the Lakers, LeBron.
And he sinks the second. 17 seconds left in the game. Outside, Green.
And Whitmore, Reed.
For three, James. And the miss. And so it's the Lakers easily grabbing this one. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
Great ball movement tonight, RJ. These teams love sharing the wealth out there.
And you gotta love it, Kevin. As a player, it's always great to see a team functioning as a unit. Fans love to see everyone get involved.
So the opening lineup for the Suns. They've got Dunn. Royce O'Neal is out there with Booker. Then it's Nick Richards. And it's KD in at the power forward position. Clock at 6. Good ball movement here by the Suns. Here's Dunn, and the rejection by James. Hayes finds Vanderbilt, and Jared Vanderbilt gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
The Suns on offense. Here's Booker. KD on the wing. Booker with the screen for KD. Basket counts.
This is how smart Durant is. Able to break defenses apart in screen and rolls like it's nothing.
And Kevin Durant, one of the top 10 scorers in league history. And RJ still going strong.
And he does it with efficiency, Kevin. Takes great shots, and he's incredibly accurate. And if he doesn't have a look, he's a willing passer.
Now, here's Vanderbilt. And so the ball's out of bounds. Vanderbilt touched it last. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Hey, Kevin, briefly spoke with J.J. Redick. Their plan, such as it is to make Kevin Durant uncomfortable. Force him to take shots instead of giving him the ones he wants. Coach said it's obviously easier said than done, but if you let Durant get hot, forget about it. He can take over an entire game. We'll see if they can execute defensively. Back to you.
Okay, David, thanks.
When you're guarding LeBron, you have to give him something. So the King, well, he'll take a three-point basket.
KD, a screen on James. Booker the pass to Durant. O'Neal wide open. That's good. And a nice assist from Durant.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
That shot wide open.
And there's no shortage of fight in Doncic. He's a counterpuncher. Hit him with the three, and he is coming right back at you.
Now here's Booker. Another one falls for Phoenix.
Well, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Once Doncic gets inside with the ball, he's halfway there. Then he just uses his strength to finish the job.
RJ, we know that the Suns missed the playoffs for about a decade, but now they seem to be getting some traction. How do you view them?
I view them as a team that's in transition. Obviously, they have Devin Booker, the homegrown star. The guy has blossomed there in front of everyone's eyes. And after that finals run, they've really been searching. He's the last player there. But whenever you have Kevin Durant on your team, you are always on the verge of something special.
Lakers trail by 5. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Connect with a wide open look. No good with the triple. For Phoenix, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field to start out the game. Vanderbilt. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Phoenix?
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
And also, guys, they're playing for one another right now. All those extra passes are leading to easy buckets.
Now here's Booker. He has 5. And the dunk by Booker.
And with his skill, you kind of forget that Booker is 6'5" and can get to the rim with ease.
Here's Connect. And again, the Lakers no good. Suns leading by 6. Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Doncic.
Well, they'll be happy with that look, even though it didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance. And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
Out to KD. O'Neal passes to Durant. 6 to shoot. Doncic with the steal. Pushing it up. Here's Jenkins. And LeBron throws it down hard.
Oh, okay. I guess LeBron wanted that one to sting a little. He put a little extra on that one.
Durant back to Booker. Pass to KD. On the wing, Booker. Pulls up. High post. A rebound by the Lakers.
No clue how he misfired on that shot. You don't see that from him very often.
The three. And it's James missing. Phoenix has gone 3 of 3 from deep. 9 points rung up from outside here in the first. Outside, KD. Kicks it out to Booker. That one goes. Count it. Booker's got 9.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
The officials will have 2 minutes to review the play.
Looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And even though, you know, you're thinking maybe we don't need the replay in a situation.
And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Phoenix Suns. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we'll be right back after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from the Suns, what are you thinking so far?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Well, let's see if they're able to keep it up. So far, their shot selection and ball movement has been on point.
Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Maxi Kleber. Then it's Austin Reeves. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Len in at center. That's the Laker 5. Beal dishes to Martin. Beal deciding where to go with it. Pass to Allen. The high post shot. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Allen's got his first points of the game. And you can never really count out these Los Angeles Lakers, Greg, can you?
No, I really don't think you can. They battle out of the play-in tournament. They overcome obstacles, and they have tremendous willpower.
Good eyes, Bradley Beal. That's a nice setup there.
Lakers trail by 7. Here's Kleber. That 3 off the mark. Second quarter, and we're just over a minute in. And Beal kicks to Martin. There's the 3. And there's Bradley Beal on the assist by Martin. Beal's got the lead up to 10 now for the Suns. LA's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. From deep, Reeves. It's hauled in by the Suns. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Here's Beal. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
And that's how you finish at the rim. Beal leaving no room for error.
And J.J. Redick calls timeout here. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. For Los Angeles, they've gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. And finished off by Finney-Smith.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
Allen for 3. Kleber with the rebound. Lakers trail by 10. Drives to the hoop to the right side. Len finds Finney-Smith. Misses the 3. Phoenix has gone 1-2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Pass to Plumlee. Here's Bull. Lets it go from deep. And that one is off.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
Here's Finney Smith. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Finney Smith's got 5 points in the quarter. You know, a trend that's been unmistakable, Greg, over the last few decades has been the number of positionless players.
Yeah, and I think that's a great thing, right? So many players now with diversity in their skill set, and there's no need to commit a player to a certain role just based on their size.
Crosses over, and the shot is good. The Phoenix lead has been get back down to 7 after the points coming from Reeves.
Man, how about the move he made there to come up and get himself clear in the lane for the deuce?
Stolen by Reeves, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
An important 2 points, not just on the scoreboard, but also for a little bit of momentum.
Kleba, the pass to Goodwin. For 3, knocks down the 3 ball. Now just a 2-point Phoenix lead.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
The thing they have to watch for is mental fatigue. They have to stay focused and finish the job.
Here's Kleba to the wing right side. And another 3 for the Lakers. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Lakers.
From the very start of this game, they have been giving the ball handlers trouble, using good pressure to force turnovers and get steals.
And let's also give them some credit for running the break so well. They're making the most of their chances to score in transition.
I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before. Richard, do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul them. The goal of the game is to score, and if that's hunting fouls, then hunt away.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
To the middle. Will it go? And the dunk by Ball.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish.
Lets it go with the 3. Plumlee with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Kleba kicks to Goodwin. Back to Kleba. Pass to Goodwin. Here's Finney Smith, covered by Martin. Here's Finney Smith, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
Clearly a foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And just 72% from the line a season ago. Not the greatest of numbers, but there are guys who are far worse off when it comes to free throw shooting.
Allen for the 3, and that one released in time, but no good. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway, and thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after this break. And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
On the court for the Suns, we've got Booker. Nick Richards out there with Durant. Then there's Dunn, and it's O'Neal in at the shooting guard position.
I love the confidence that Durant plays with. The closer he gets to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in the games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind. It's fun to watch.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure they'll think twice about shooting against him next time.
Oh, my goodness. Man. Stunning the crowd and the defense with that one. What a show from Doncic.
Durant in the corner. Three-pointer. Durant, money from deep.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
And as disappointing as the Suns' first-round exit was last year, RJ, this team, I think, still has a window open. How about you?
Yeah, Kevin, I've often said it takes teams a second year. That first year is really the adjustment period for star players. The Suns core group had some growing pains in that first season, but look, this year, I think this is the year we're going to see the best version of the Phoenix Suns.
Booker looking around. On the drive, Booker off target at the rim.
And you don't see that every day. Usually he'll convert when he gets that close to the rim.
James, good. And now a 4-point Laker lead.
And look, a coach is going to trust LeBron James to just put up monster numbers because that's who he is. But it is nice to see him get into a nice groove like this.
Durant, a rebound by the Lakers. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to connect. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Connects. Got the lead up to 7 now for the Lakers.
And that's Connect's biggest weapon offensively. He's a knockdown three-point shooter.
And here's Booker from the arc. The rebound by James.
Oh, he really wanted that triple. Even though he missed, I really like the competitiveness I'm seeing.
Doncic passes to Hayes. James outside. Puts up a deep three. It's hauled in by Dunn. Suns trail by 7. It's Durant on the wing. Dunn sets a screen for KD. Buries it from 3-point range. KD's got 10 points.
And defensively, what can you really do against KD right there?
Vanderbilt, a screen on Booker. Over to the wing. Right wing. 3-pointer. Connect. No good. And here's Dunn. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. O'Neal from long range. LeBron grabs the miss. Lakers leading by 4. Doncic finds Vanderbilt. James looking around. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Here's Richards. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Continuing to get better at facilitating Booker with a dime.
Doncic dishes to LeBron. Pass to Hayes. Vanderbilt kicks to LeBron. 4 on the clock. Here's the 3. Los Angeles with another miss. Phoenix has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Now Booker. 9 points in the game so far. KD sets the pick for Booker. Over LeBron. And it's good. One on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before we go to the 4th.
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll
tie game in Los Angeles. And 4th quarter basketball will be coming your way on 2K Sports right after this. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
That wasn't a better pass in the game, almost like he had a sixth sense.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this 4th quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. We've got Len. Maxi Kleba is out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Goodwin in at the 2 spot. That's the Laker 5. And finished off by Finney Smith.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, GA, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
Yeah, you like the pick to set up the open shot. But when it leads to a dunk, okay, even better. We'll take it.
Cleva with it. And finish off by Finney Smith.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. And Beal kicks the ball. And he banks in the layup. Bulls got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Finney Smith passes to Kleba. Back to Finney Smith. The Lakers moving the ball around. Plumlee with the rebound. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds in this game. Allen passes to Bull. Misses from close range. Lakers have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Kleba finds Len. Here's Goodwin. Cranes the three-pointer.
This is why you always have to chase guys off the arc, because everyone has a three-point shot now.
Here's Beal. And it's Finney Smith with the rebound. Los Angeles leading by 3. Reeves into the lane. Oh, my goodness. What a play. And he goes in for the dunk.
Wow, we are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Bull can't hit. The Lakers have gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the fourth quarter so far. No good from Finney Smith. Suns trail by 5. Here's Plumlee. That's good. And so Beal with the assist. Beal's got 4 assists in the game. Finney Smith kicks to Len. Reeves against Martin. Reeves the pass to Goodwin. Back to Reeves. Jacks up a 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Bulls got 5 rebounds tonight. Stolen by Reeves. Martin against Kleba. And it's Goodwin in the corner. No good on the triple.
That was a good possession. They got a clean look. The shot just didn't fall.
Beal finds Allen. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter. Now, here's Bull. Finney Smith defending. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Allen. That one falls. Now, just a 1-point Laker lead.
And challenging the bigger defender coming through in the biggest moment.
You love the relentlessness. Wasn't going to give up a chance for a big play.
It counts.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver. He knew they needed one bad, so he worked hard and he got it for him.
Reeves the pass to Kleba. Here's Len. Out to the right wing. Len with a screen on Allen. Goodwin kicks to Kleba. Goodwin feeling it out. Puts it up. They get the rebound.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass. Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Pretty much, they have to be perfect the rest of the way. That puts tremendous pressure on your offense.
Beal dishes the ball to tie it up. Money! And oh, that was an enormous three-pointer.
Showing he can step up when the team needs him. Bowl there with a big basket.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. Pivotal moment in this game. He's not taking any chances. He'll call time. There's 18 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Doncic outside. They could win it. Oh, couldn't sink the shot, and we're going to overtime. These teams have battled tooth and nail for 4 quarters, and now we head to overtime. Should be a blast. We've got Durant, Devin Booker out there with Royce O'Neal. Then it's Nick Richards, and it's done in at the 3, the small forward. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball.
This is who you want at the line, and Booker gets himself there a lot.
The Suns shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. Outside Durant, back to Booker. The fadeaway. It's rebounded by Hayes. Hayes has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's James driving to the basket. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Booker in the post. Covered by Hayes. Booker the pass to O'Neal. Back to Booker. Shot clock at 6 to take the lead. That's in. Coming off the assist from O'Neal. Booker's got the first basket here in overtime for the Suns. James finds Doncic. Here's Connect. And they wasted no time getting those 3 points back. Connect's got it all tied up now for the Lakers. Here's Booker. Booker brings it hard to the rack.
Boy, Booker has so many ways to beat you on that offensive end.
Doncic, no good. And it's Durant with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Phoenix Suns. O'Neal outside. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. In question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Hayes, no good. For Phoenix, they've gone 2 of 5 on shot attempts since the end of regulation.
They needed points, and KD comes through. Who else did you expect?
For Los Angeles, they've gone 3 of 6 in the field so far here in overtime.
What a fearless play by the rookie. Cadet had no problem taking on the challenge of making that big shot.
And Booker kicks to KD. Count it! And that shot brings them to within just 1.
And Durant has been in these moments before, welcoming any opportunity to knock down a big shot.
And it's Royce O'Neal with the foul. That's his first foul. Here's Connect. Defended by Booker. LeBron sets the screen for Connect. Out to Doncic. 2 on the clock. The rebound by Richard. Booker outside. And here's KD for 3. He's off from 3. And so they foul intentionally.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let him dribble the game.
And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And this is why coaches stress the importance of defense. Big block there in this close game.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he gets them both, and it's a 3-point game.
Wow, doing all he can to give them the edge, pulling their lead out to 3 points.
And Mike Budenholzer is called a timeout. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. What do you think we're going to see here?
And they need a 3 to tie. But look, they've got enough time here to find a good look. They can run a play off the inbound, make sure they get it in the hands of their best shooter.
And here's Booker from the arc. And so it's the Lakers who come out on top here. Much appreciated, David. And that'll do it, folks.
matchup features two teams that are elite when it comes to rebounding, Doris.
You know, there was a point at which, BA, it felt like rebounding was almost, especially on the offensive end, de-emphasized. Now you're getting back to a point where understanding dominating the defensive backboards. It means finishing your possession defensively and offensively creating more opportunity. It's an important aspect on both ends.
All right, now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Kevin Durant is out there with Nick Richards. Then it's Royce O'Neal. Then there's Devin Booker. And it's Dunn in at the small forward.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Eason, a screen on Booker. And here's Green from the arc. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
Can't play too far off of Green because he's skilled at pulling up and torching you.
Booker against Thompson. Booker, the pass to Durant. And the Suns get it back. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, phenomenal hustle. He has a knack for those boards.
Man, he is tenacious when that ball goes up. And it's Whitmore missing. For Phoenix, they've gone 1 for 3 so far. All right, Doris, what's kind of an unsung stat you appreciate about the Suns lineup?
Wow, they are so gifted offensively. So I'd have to say very good at getting to the free throw line. That's important. Very good at baiting defenders and putting your opponent into the bonus. That's big. Attacking into coverage. They get to spend plenty of time at the free throw line. It's an underrated advantage, BA.
Now here's Durant. Three-pointer, O'Neal. They get it back. Outside Booker. And there's the call on Tari Eason. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Phoenix with it. Booker, the pass to Richards. Tries again. And he hits the jumper.
Quality decision-making off that pick and roll. Booker just taking what the defense gives him.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Ime Udoka for a minute. As you can imagine, the team spent much of their practice preparing for Devin Booker. Coach said there's no great way to defend him. He can beat you at the rim, from mid-range, well beyond the arc as well. And on top of all that, he creates for others. Brian?
Appreciate the report, Allie. Now here's Durant for 3. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Pass to Şengün. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Whitmore with it. Just 5 on the clock. Up and over Dunn. And it's Whitmore missing. Phoenix has gone 1 of 4 from deep. It's Booker on the wing. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And another basket for Phoenix.
Yeah, such a versatile scorer. Devin Booker, the 3 levels. You want to give him the midi, he'll take it.
Releases. Eason can't get it to go. The Suns lead by 3. Durant, the pass to Booker. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. Drafted as a 19-year-old back in 2015 by the Suns, Devin Booker has a special connection with Phoenix, Doris.
BA, they absolutely love Devin Booker in the Valley of the Sun. He's been with the Suns his entire career, and basically it's a fan base that has watched this young man grow up. And when you think over the long history of this organization, when you mention the best players in team history, there is no doubt he is part of that conversation.
Booker, the pass to Durant. Eason pulls it in.
He's as surprised as we are. Most nights, that bucket is automatic.
And there's a whistle. That one goes on Royce O'Neal. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
1:09 left in the first quarter. And that one's good. Whitmore.
Well, he showed right there. This guy capable of making shots, especially if you leave him that wide open.
Corner shot. Dunn outside. Puts up a 3. 5 to shoot. For 3, Booker. And can't connect on that one. His first miss. He's 2 of 3 now. Houston has gone 4 of 6 from deep to start this game. And here's Green from the arc. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Richards has got 4 rebounds now. Shot and game clock separated by 5. And yep, it's good.
Well, exposing a weakness in the defense, that's just way too easy, guys.
And it's Green with the ball for the Rockets. They trail by 1. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Free throw good. Green.
And for Green, it's about trying to be consistent. He has talent, and he needs to play to his strengths.
Booker with it. 3 seconds left. And he nails the jumper. Booker's got 8. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten
Get it on the replay monitor. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time or not?
And the video is going to be sent to the officials from the...
A nice first quarter of play. We've seen plenty of offense so far. It's Houston leading by 1. And we've got more action coming your way after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for Houston.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Tate and Smith at the forward spots. Dylan Brooks is out there with Shepard, and it's Adams in at the center position. That's the 5 for Houston right now.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage in a close game. Those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Rockets trail by 4. Tate passes to Smith. Fires the 3. Knocks down the long J. Smith's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Allen attacking. It's Beal on the wing. Takes it inside. True on the 14-footer. Beal's got his first bucket in this one.
Well, the mid-range, always a solid option for Bradley Beal, and sometimes that's what the defense concedes.
Pass to Tate. Ooh, stolen by Allen. And that's a foul called on Jayshawn Tate. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Beal surveying the D. Inside. Ooh, stolen by Smith. And every team is looking for length on their roster.
Yeah, the reason, BA, is because of the quality and skill of shooting. Guys are coming across half court, and they can shoot the basketball at 35 feet. The reason you need length is there's more area to cover. Increasingly, Brian, it's getting harder and harder to play as an undersized guard in this league.
Put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Martin, the pass to Beal. From the high post. It's hauled in by Houston. Outside Tate. Pass to Shepard. Launches a 3. Gets his second attempt to go. Now he's 1 for 2.
And if you're looking for the game's next great shooter, keep an eye on Shepard. This kid is special.
Bowl, the pass to Allen. There's a screen by Bowl. Now here's Martin. Back to Allen. Out to Beal. 6 on the shot clock. The jumper from the wing off target. For Houston, they've got 3 of 6 shots to go here in the second quarter. Well, Grant, after 3 straight drafts high in the lottery, the Rockets got to 500 in 2024.
Yeah, and I love how they signed some vets in the summer of 23. Houston decided we want to win now. and I wish more teams did that.
Houston in the lead. Three-pointer, Brooks. The long-distance three is buried. Brooks has got 6.
Trying to keep up with Brooks will wear you out. He gets
Whoa!
How about putting on a show? Bradley Beal, the aerial improvisation.
Here's Shepard, hounded by Beal. Smith with a screen on Beal. And here's Shepard for 3. Nice D from Allen. The Suns have gone 5 of 10 in the second quarter. Here's Bull, and finished off by Bull.
Woo! His energy is unmatched.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Adams a screen. For 3, Smith. Plumlee pulls down the board. Plumlee's got 4 rebounds now. Offensive rebound. Martin outside. Pass to Beal. Martin with a screen on Smith. And it's Beal penetrating. And the Suns getting another bucket right there.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
Into the lane. Outside Bull. There's the triple. That one's in there on the nice assist from Beal. Beal's got 3 assists in the game.
You can see the level of attention Bradley Beal draws. This guy is so heady finding the open teammate.
The 3, Smith. He drops it from range. Smith's got 6 here in the quarter.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
And a pretty tightly contested game here as we end the first half. Phoenix out in front, up by 2. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of the third quarter. See you in just a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Devin Booker.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Kicking off the second half, here's Mike Budenholzer's 5. Royce O'Neal is out there with Devin Booker. Then there's Nick Richards. Then there's Kevin Durant. And it's Dunn in at the 3. Down low. And stolen by Booker. O'Neal passes to Booker. Durant against Şengün. Lets it fly. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. The Rockets trail. Green for 3. Look at Green showing off his range.
You love the confidence Green has. He wastes no time going up with the shot.
Booker surveying the D. Shoots over Thompson. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Booker's got 10 points. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Nick Richards. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. Sinks the tray. He's got 11.
Yeah, and Green has tons of confidence in his three-point shot. And it was on display right there as he knocked it down.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him.
Devin Booker is a 2-guard, Doris. What's Book do that makes him special at that position?
I mean, so many things in terms of his skill. He's an elite shooter. He has become an excellent decision maker. He can get to the mid-range. He's a 3-level scorer. There's so many things. But my favorite thing is watching this guy in an NBA Finals play with a broken nose, be hit repeatedly, and never flinch. His toughness and competitive edge is always there nightly, and I love that.
Green with the ball. Now guarded by Booker. Pass to Whitmore. Dunn with a steal. From behind the arc, Devin Booker for three.
Boy, the delivery from Booker so clean. That jump shooting is pure.
Outside Whitmore. Nails the wide open jumper. Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. On the wing, Durant, defended by Eason. Here's Booker. It's hauled in by Houston. Back comes Houston in transition. And so ball out of bounds. Thompson touched it last. The Suns have gone 3 of 7 here in this third quarter. And there's the call on Amin Thompson. That'll be a second foul of the game. And the Rockets going with a whole new group out there.
Substitution.
Here's Beal. Give him 8 points now. There's Plumlee with a three. Brooks with the rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
The three is up. No good on the shot. And so it's Beal who brings up the ball for Phoenix. It's a 1-point game. Martin finds Allen. Plumlee a screen on Adams. For three, Allen drops in the three. Allen's got 6.
His three-point shot looks so pure. The defense allowing him to get comfortable out there.
Tate a screen on Bol. For three, Smith. He buries it from three.
And he likes to be the answer guy. Smith with a huge response three.
Beal draws the double. Here's Bol. And finished off by Bol.
I'll tell you, he turns a difficult situation of duress into a simple basket with a precision pass out of the double team.
And here's Shepherd for three. And it's Phoenix with a rebound. Bol's got 4 rebounds now. It's Beal on the wing.
Well, the defense obviously going to cover Bradley Beal tight, but they pay for it right there.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Suns?
Well, they've had no problem getting into the heart of this defense with the dribble, and they've made the most of their chances there as well.
I also like how they've played in the painted area. They've made an effort to work on the inside and convert those chances.
And here's Tate outside. Offensive board. The Suns lead by 5. Beal with it. Tate picks him up defensively. And the Suns miss again.
Almost too wide open there. That's like a warm-up jumper for him.
Pass to Brooks. Tate a screen on Bol. Brooks from outside hits the trifecta. 9 points in the game.
You gotta at least honor Brooks' three-point shot if you're the defense. I mean, he is more than capable of connecting.
Bol a screen on Brooks. Beal. And that one off the back of the rim and in. And the Suns lead by 4. Here's Shepherd, pounded by Beal. Smith outside. 4-3. Another three from Houston.
And for so many teams in the NBA, establishing the three-point shot is goal number 1 on offense. He's definitely doing his part tonight.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And it's good for 2. Got a piece of it. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Woo, I'm fired up to see this dish one more time. It's always great to see your 2 guards share the wealth.
You love the unselfishness, finding the best look, and it doesn't matter who's taking it.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Tate and Smith at the forward spots. Shepherd is out there with Dylan Brooks. And it's Adams in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the 5 for Houston right now. Smith no good. Phoenix leading by 3. For 3, Allen. Adams grabs the miss. Adams has got 5 rebounds in the game. Three-pointer, Brooks gets the 3 ball to go.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Well, Houston's shooting 47% in this one, looking efficient. Smith outside to take the lead. And Houston, another three.
You know, Smith came into the league as a capable and confident shooter off the catch.
Allen with a screen on Brooks. Beal, the pass to Allen. Out to Beal. From downtown. That one's good. 7 for 10 now.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Smith finds Brooks. Back to Smith. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. Smith's got 11 points here in the second half.
Yeah, a prolific score from all three levels. Smith showing off here tonight.
Wing shot on the way. Beal with another miss. For Houston, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. The Suns trailing. And he's going for the oop here. And finished off by Bowles.
Beautiful setup on the alley-oop.
Great catch, great flush. And there's the call on Cody Martin. That's his first foul of the game. And a new group getting ready for the Rockets. Alperen Sengun's checked in for Adams. Thompson comes in for Tate. Whitmore's checked in for Brooks. And Green is subbed in for Shepard. Green for 3. Richards pulls it in. Richards has got his 6th rebound on the night. And stolen by Green. Pass to Whitmore. The 3 ball on target from range. And the Rockets lead by 3. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Houston.
Yeah, they've collected an impressive number of steals so far, using fast hands to force some turnovers and then scoring on the other end.
Another thing I thought they did well was pressure. They forced a ton of turnovers, turned those opportunities into points.
We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. 3-pointer. Phoenix grabs the miss. Booker with it. And it's Sengun picking him up. And that's good. Devin Booker for 3.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Oh, my! That's why we had those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. Durant for 3. It's rebounded by Sengun.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Out of bounds, Rockets ball as Houston keeps possession. Dylan Brooks checked in for the Rockets. And the Rockets with possession here. The lead is 2. The 3 from Thompson. Offensive board. This one for 3. And there's Sengun. That one's good. On the assist by Green.
And that's just an all-around talent there. I mean, Green is dependable at finding his open teammates.
Booker, pass to Durant. Takes the 3. Booker no good.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Sengun with it. Richards picks him up. Outside. Green. And the 3 off target.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
And it's in. And he's brought them within 2 points now.
And talk about stepping up in a big way.
I'll tell you, it takes confidence to pull the trigger in that situation. You love guys who relish the moment.
Sengun. Outside for Green. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Sengun passes to Thompson. Sengun in the post. Covered by Richards. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Back to Smith. From outside the arc. Oh, the trifecta!
And what a huge moment right there. Smith connecting on a big-time shot.
Thompson with a steal. Let's go with a 3. That one doesn't drop. And so it's Houston winning this one. Boy, a hard-fought game. They did a great job of holding on to the lead at the end.
Greg, leading up to this one has been about the impact of the backcourt.
And that's where it all starts. When you have a confident and competent backcourt, it just opens up a lot of things for you offensively.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. Up in the front court, the forwards are James and Vanderbilt. Connect out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Hayes in at the center. Clock at 4. Here's Connect. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Going up strong inside, the rookie Connect doesn't hold back in the painted area.
Green taking his time here. Here's Eason. Sinks the three-pointer.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I was able to catch up with the head coach of the Rockets. We talked about the strategy for taking on a guy like Luka Doncic. He told me that the thing is Luka steals all the attention out there, which allows his teammates to find open looks, so we're not going to let him distract us on defense. So it sounds like they'll be focusing on defending against Luka and company, not just Luka. Kevin?
Thanks, David. And that one's good, Whitmore.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Well, I'm going to credit the screen. I mean, that's a good, strong pick he lays there.
Offensive rebound. Doncic kicks to Vanderbilt. It's tipped and stolen by Thompson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop.
And he's got rocket ship-like takeoff. Thompson can flat out fly.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Clark, the Rockets, just one of a handful of franchises to win back-to-back NBA titles.
Can you believe that, Kevin? It was roughly 30 years ago that the Rockets did that, led by Hakeem Olajuwon, perhaps the best player in the league at that time. Of course, this was while Michael Jordan was retired from the NBA the first time.
James good.
LeBron's skill level is so great. I mean, that mid-range is not his go-to, but he can do it all, so it looks like it's part of his go-to.
Shot by Eason, no good. Lakers have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That is his first foul of the game. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Vanderbilt the pass to Doncic. Vanderbilt setting the pick for Doncic. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, I agree. You know, sometimes that can be a tough call for the refs to make, but not that time. It was easy there.
Green, no luck. Lakers trail by 3. Got a piece of it. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And, you know, even though they didn't come up with the steal, that's still a nice defensive play.
Here's Connect. Pass to Doncic. Here's LeBron. Rocket 6 from deep. Thompson with the rebound. Rockets leading by 3, and it's the Rockets on the break. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Hits it from 3-point range. Whitmore's got 5 points so far.
And this is crucial to Whitmore's development, wanting to continue to improve as a scorer.
Here's Connect, guarded by Green. Here's Vanderbilt. Kicks it out to LeBron. Doncic outside. To the paint. Poke loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Eason. Kept alive. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
And J.J. Redick is called timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. 1:15 left to play here in the first. And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, thank you very much. LeBron James is still dominating at an age where most players are well into their retirement. How does he do it? He said, show up, put the work in, and then go out and trust it. I'm just trying to push the limit. See how far I can take this thing. It's me versus Father Time. Kevin, back to you.
And David, that's one you're always going to win against Father Time. Hey, thank you for the report. Now here's Green, still without a basket. Şengün with this screen on LeBron. The Rockets again can't hit.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And Hayes kicks to James. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Vanderbilt setting the pick for James. Bangs home the trifecta. James has got 5.
And when James is knocking down his threes, watch out. This offense is dangerous.
Eason against Doncic. Here's Whitmore. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Whitmore's got a couple of threes now in the first for the Rockets. And Alperen Şengün gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And it's close, but, didn't get on balance quick enough.
Yeah, and as quick as players are at this level, in this day and age, I mean, you've got to be perfect in your anticipation.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Rockets lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for Houston.
Right from the start, it seemed they got hot from three-point range, pulling apart the defense and racking up the points, too.
And one other thing they've done well today, guys, share the ball. I mean, set up teammates and just playing unselfishly.
So on the floor for the Lakers to start this second quarter, Rui Hachimura out there with Dorian Finney-Smith. Then it's Goodwin. Then there's Len. And it's Reeves in at the 1. 6 on the shot clock. Smith for 3. Rebound the Lakers. And Clark for the Lakers. Their last 2 seasons ended in playoff losses to the Denver Nuggets.
And I tell you what, they fought hard both times, Kevin. The point differential was only 24 points over the 4 games in 2023 and just 11 points in 2024. LA actually led most of the 5-game series, but weren't able to advance.
And around a minute gone here in the second quarter. Here's Reeves to the wing right side. Finney-Smith with it. Picked up by Shepard. Here's Reeves. And it's all evened up.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Smith outside. Hits the three-point bomb. Smith's got his first 3 points of the game.
Supreme confidence. Smith really stretches the floor with his ability to shoot.
Goodwin dishes to Len. Len sets a screen for Goodwin. Back to Len. Pass to Hachimura. Here's Goodwin. Here's Len. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Out to Smith. Takes the 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. Goodwin passes to Finney-Smith. Len with a screen on Adams. Here's Finney-Smith. Hands it from downtown. Finney-Smith's got the lead up to 2 now for Los Angeles.
Nice work by Finney-Smith, setting himself up in the corner. Mark that one up. Boom.
Out of bounds, the Lakers will take possession. The Lakers have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Reeves finds Goodwin. Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Finney-Smith passes to Reeves. Reeves with the screen on Tate. Lets it fly from 18. Reeves gets the bucket. Reeves has got 4 points this quarter. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Hachimura, no good. Rockets trail by 4. Now, here's Tate. Hasn't made one yet. Smith's shot is good.
Hey, that quick release is what makes Smith so lethal in those catch-and-shoot situations.
Goodwin passes to Reeves. Hachimura setting the pick for Reeves. They get it back. Pass to Hachimura. Pick by Finney-Smith. The Lakers need to get a shot off here. Here's Goodwin. Off target from three-point range. Houston's gone 2 for 5 from three-point land since the end of the first. Adams outside. On the wing, Brooks. Adams with the screen on Hachimura. Smith outside. Puts up a deep 3. The long distance 3 is buried. Smith's got 9.
At 6'10", Smith with incredible range, and that's why some have compared him to Rashard Lewis.
Goodwin kicks to Hachimura. Reeves with the screen for Hachimura. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Hachimura's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Shepard with the ball. Still yet to score. And finished off by Shepard.
He is a really good athlete. Give Shepard a launching pad, and he will not turn it down.
Here's Reeves. Pass to Goodwin. Now Reeves. A 3-ball. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Rockets on top, leading by a point. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Jabari Smith.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Well, you know, the stroke looks fantastic. Even when he's had a hand in his face, it hasn't affected him at all.
Whitmore is out there with Jalen Green. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Tari Eason. And it's Şengün in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group in there for Ime Udoka as we begin the second half. You know, it's inevitable that a player's physical abilities diminish over the course of a career. But the thing that stands out to me about LeBron James is that he never lost his insatiable drive to win. Guys, if anything, he's gotten stronger. Out to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Şengün. Thompson's got 5 points so far.
Defensively, you have to live with Thompson making those, because if you get up too close at the arc, Ahmed will blow right by you.
This one for 3. It's rebounded by Hayes. Lakers trail by 3. Here's Vanderbilt. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one on Thompson. One thing about the Lakers, Clark, over the last couple seasons, they get themselves to the free throw line.
Yeah, and a lot of that is due to the fact they've got some real creators in their lineup, guys who can attack off the dribble at multiple positions from multiple angles, and that creates pressure for the defense.
Here's Green driving inside.
Blasting off, Green runs in and just launches himself to the rim.
And so Doncic will bring it up for the Los Angeles Lakers. In the corner, Vanderbilt with it. Doncic dishes to LeBron. Doncic passes to James. Green against Doncic. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Houston leading by 3. Eason, a screen on LeBron. Pass to Whitmore. Beyond the arc. Good on the triple. He's got 11.
And no matter who it is, that kind of D isn't going to get it done.
Here's Doncic. Kicks it out to James. And stolen by Şengün. To the right side. Here's Whitmore. From outside, off the mark. Lakers trail by 6. From deep, James. It's rebounded by Houston. Thompson surveying the floor. Pass to Whitmore. Now Eason. Thompson sets the pick for Eason. Shoots. Vanderbilt with the rebound. Lakers have gone 0 of 3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second half. And it's Connect in the corner. Now here's Hayes. Lakers passing it around. Vanderbilt finds James. Vanderbilt a screen on Eason. And that'll be 2 free. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
And that one misses.
The feel LeBron has for the game, unreal. Whatever situation he finds himself in, he always seems to have an answer.
Clock keeps going. 3 minutes into the second half now. Eason, a screen on LeBron.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Here's Green with the drive, and it's Green with the jam.
One of Green's primary attributes, speed. And when he combines that speed with staying under control, that's a problem.
LeBron sets the screen for Connect. And they pick up 2. Connect's got 6 points.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Şengün with a screen on James, and it's Green with the jam.
Launching off the ground and throwing it down with ease. Boy, can Green get up.
LeBron passes to Doncic. The three-pointer no good. Rockets leading by 7. Thompson from long range. Back to Eason. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
A new lineup here for Houston. Brooks with no one around. Connects from three-point range. Brooks has got the lead up to 10 now for the Rockets. Here's Reeves. That's a good one. Fires the 3. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Goodwin's got himself on the board with 3 there.
And, you know, even though he's not a lights-out shooter from deep, the defense still has to be more aggressive there.
Here's Shepard. He's defended by Reed. 6 to shoot. Smith outside. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Smith's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for the Rockets. Reeves the pass to Hachimura. And here's Len. Goodwin feeling it out. And the call will be against Jabari Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
Reeves with it. Pass to Finney-Smith. Just 5 on the clock. Reeves with the screen on Tate. Finney-Smith. And yes, it's good. Finney-Smith's got 7 points in the game.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
And so it's the Houston Rockets holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their defensive mindset clearly. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for you.
Served him up. Tasty room service dime right there, boy.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. And on the court for the Lakers to start the fourth. You've got Austin Reeves. Hachimura out there with Len. Then it's Goodwin. And it's Finney-Smith in at the small forward. Here's Smith. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Stolen by Reeves. And now the fast break. Hachimura with the ball. And the dunk by Hachimura.
And it's all about getting to the right spot. And Hachimura did just that in transition.
Nice shot by Smith.
He's found his rhythm from deep, and you can see the confidence.
Yeah, I'd be confident too. As a matter of fact, I mean, if you're stacking up threes the way he is, I mean, he's doing all his work from behind the arc.
At the top of the key, Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Reeves with the screen for Goodwin. Up top, Hachimura. Rejected by Smith.
You can tell Smith really relishes being a force on defense. Blocks like that will help him anchor himself at that end of the floor.
Houston with a big group substitution here. Şengün's checked in for Adams. Amen Thompson comes in for Tate. Whitmore, he's checked in for Brooks. And Jalen Green subbed in for Shepard. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Hayes, he's checked in for Len. LeBron comes in for Hachimura. Connect, he's checked in for Goodwin. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Austin Reeves. Here's Whitmore. Out to Smith. Fires from deep. And it's Luka with the rebound.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pass to Connect. Kick by Finney-Smith. Here's Hayes. 5 to shoot. Here's Connect. And a miss there on the triple. Rockets leading by 9. Thompson in the corner. Buries the long-range jumper.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Certainly. I mean, they saw a weakness in the perimeter defense and took advantage of it.
The Lakers making a switch here. Reeves is checked in. And now we've got some time to check in from the sideline. You got for us, DA?
Hey, guys, J.J. Redick's message with his team was simple. He told his team they're being too reckless with the ball. He said, you're turning it over left and right. You got to be smarter and more in control out there. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, David. LeBron sets the screen for Reeves. Kicks it out to James. Rebound by Smith.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Off target from outside.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
James with it. Now defended by Whitmore. That one's in there. Pocket lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from James. And here's Green. He'll bring it up for the Rockets. Smith outside. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And Thompson kicks to Green. The three. That one misses. Good D by James. Over Green. Another miss by James.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And the shot goes down.
And Whitmore a beast inside because of his power and ability to elevate.
Doncic passes to Reeves. And the bank shot is good. And it's 6 points for Austin Reeves.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. A three-pointer off the mark.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's James. Down low, here's Reeves. Off the mark, and a chance to trim it to single digits. They're in good position here to ride it out.
Yeah, certainly, if they just play smart, this game's over.
Here's LeBron, and James throws it down hard. Think burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
And Thompson kicks to Smith. Outside, Green. Back to Smith. Shoots over Doncic. The Lakers with the rebound. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Green. That'll be his second foul of the game. Here are the Lakers with the ball. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. Doncic against Thompson. LeBron outside. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
Now Whitmore, and it falls. So Houston wins it. A confident win, and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a